What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here, and news has been slightly slow as of recently, but of course I have dug up some stuff to talk about. So to kick us off is that a juicy trademark has surfaced that was registered back in December of 2013 by Nintendo, Game Freak, and Creatures Incorporated, and it gives us a hint as to what we can expect from them in the future. Now the trademark that was registered is Phantom Gate, and since Game Freak is one of the people who registered the trademark, that's a good indication that it is Pokemon related. When I first saw this trademark, I immediately thought of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity, so we could be looking at a sequel here. But I wouldn't really be all too surprised if they do come out with another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game for the 3DS, considering they came out with like a few of them for the DS, and it's Pokemon, and that sells. And I probably wouldn't be excited about it either if it's anything like the original DS game that I played, because I found that game to be pretty boring. But of course this is just speculation, as a new Mystery Dungeon game hasn't been confirmed to be in development, but if this trademark is indicating anything, it's a likely possibility. And in some other Pokemon related news, that a brand spanking new Pokemon has been revealed, known as Diancie. And if you keep close watching Pokemon news, then you know that this Pokemon was already leaked some time ago. Diancie will be a rock fairy type Pokemon, which I think is the first of its kind, but I may be wrong about that. And this Pokemon will also be having a role in an upcoming Pokemon movie, and as of right now we don't know how this Pokemon will be distributed. And turning the tables here to more exciting news, that Nintendo has announced that they'll be airing a new Nintendo Direct this Thursday, February 13th. It will be focusing on upcoming Wii U and 3DS games they'll be releasing by the end of spring, so they'll probably talk about Donkey Kong at some point. Maybe we'll get some new details about Yoshi's New Island, Kirby Triple Deluxe, Mario Golf World Tour, Mario Kart 8, and maybe there'll be some new game announcements. So you can look forward to all the stuff Nintendo has in store for the Nintendo Direct on February 13th at 2 p.m. Pacific Time or 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Now in my last news roundup, I mentioned that a new game coming from the developers of Rune Factory was being teased, and now that game has been officially revealed. It's not Rune Factory, but instead a new RPG known as Forbidden Magna. And to be more precisely, it's a strategy RPG and will feature a battle system similar to Valkyria Chronicles, where characters will not be locked to a grid during battles, but will be able to move around. And the game will also focus on you running an inn with the help of a number of female companions, and improving your relationship levels with these companions will improve their abilities in battle. The development of the game is about 50% complete, and it's scheduled to release in Japan in 2014, and as of right now, we don't know if this game will get localized, but since it is coming from Marvelous AQL, there is a chance that it could. And finally is that the 3DS has reached a new milestone in that it is now outpacing the sales of the Game Boy Advance over in Japan. So at the 154th week since the 3DS release, it has sold 15 million units over in that region, and to compare to the GBA in the same time span, that only sold 11.64 million units. The 3DS hasn't yet reached the sales of the juggernaut that is the DS though, which in the same amount of time sold about 20 million units, but it's getting there. But you never know, maybe the 3DS will start to outpace the DS's Japanese sales at some point in the future when more high caliber games get released. But it just shows that Nintendo managed to turn the sinking ship that was the 3DS around, and now if only they can do that with the Wii U. But that will bring us to the end of the news roundup, and I did pick up Bravely Default and I have been playing it, and I have to say it's probably one of my favorite RPGs I have ever played. And I haven't played too many RPGs, but it is saying something considering RPGs usually aren't my cup of tea. So maybe I will review it once I actually finish the game, but you can stay tuned for more news videos, video reviews, and That's on Miiverse episodes. The 9th episode of That's on Miiverse will be going up early this week, so on Friday rather than on Saturday, so you can stay tuned for that. And the following week it will go back to its regular schedule. But I will talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!